Well, it's morning, and yes, I'm driving and vlogging. Because it's either that, turn on the radio and sing at the top of my lungs and vlog. And I don't really like music all that much. And that's strange. Most people love music. I don't know. I think it's ever since my husband died, I just don't like to listen to music. He loved music. Maybe that's why. I don't know if I'm going to come up with a psychological reason. That would be the only one I've got. And I usually try to do so like really upbeat vlogs, but we all have to know that Grandma DC does not play well with others sometimes. And one of the reasons I put on my Facebook that I did not want to go to work, and it was true, I did not last night want to go to work. Switch hands. And the reason I did not want to go to work was because they were making me work in a house that had a lot of clients that get up really early and fight. And this morning, though, was a beautiful morning. The ones that like to cause trouble slept in. So we had a beautiful, beautiful, quiet morning, and I was able to get everything done with as little domestic squabbling as possible. That was pretty cool. I'm thinking I'm going to re-up my medications back, though, my depression meds, because there's a staff working in that house that you have to shift change with, and her hobby is getting other staff in trouble. I think companies like to hire witches like this because they're like, they're snitchy and bitchy, and I work in a house usually that we all work together. There is TEAM, man. We don't snitch on each other, we don't bitch. If we got a problem with each other, we talk to each other. The other day I couldn't find some keys, and I was like, who hid the keys? Thinking it was one of our subs or weekend staff. And my boss was like, I did. I was in a hurry, threw them in the drawer, and then I forgot and piled stuff on top of them, and we laughed. You see? We laughed because that didn't turn into anything else. No managers were called. It wasn't taken higher up. It was just we talked to each other. And that's the way I think businesses ought to run. I think that's the way people ought to do. But then you get these people that are by the book. If you're a by the book person, get off of my channel right now. I mean to tell you what, because to me, rules were meant to be bent, broken, questioned. We should never be so hardcore. The world is gray. It's not black and white. I'm sorry. It's a muddy, dirty gray, and sometimes we have to crawl through it on our hands and knees. I was listening to a thing on the keto diet last night. Speaking of crawling on my hands and knees, I was listening to the keto diet last night, and while I was watching a client doze on the couch, and I thought, maybe I'm doing it wrong, because I'm just not losing the weight. It's not coming. I lost a little. That could have been water, 8 pounds of water, It's just not coming off. And I know someone out there knows what I'm doing wrong. I got one of those, I even took the advice of some of y'all, and I went and got one of those little apps on my phone that counts what they call macros. Yeah. I don't know exactly what macros is, but it said I put in what I ate yesterday, and it said that I was like at 70% fat and 33% protein, and the rest of it was like veggie something. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I am not hungry, and sometimes when I do eat, like I had 2 meatballs yesterday, and I tried to put them on my sandwich bread, my low carb bread, which is like super low carb, but mostly proteins and fats, and I could only eat like 1.5 meatballs and like 3 bites of the bread. And my cream cheese muffins, I cut one in half, and it was like a fat bomb. After they got cold, it's nice and dense and it's sweet. That maple flavoring in there is awesome. But really, after I ate, 1.5 meatballs, 2 bites of my bread, and the half the muffin, I actually threw away a third of that half You want to do math? Anybody want to do that kind of math? Well, that's the way. 1/3 of 1/2 I threw away. You can see why I hardly ever got through algebra or anything. But, oh God. My stomach, I got kind of sick to my stomach after I ate all of that. I mean, really, it just, Dr. McDougall will love hearing this one. He says the keto diet, hang on, I gotta switch hands. Dr. McDougall, when I was doing him, because I did do him for a good long while, and I have all of his books, I had hoped that lifestyle would work. I had really hoped. He said that ketogenic diets like Atkins and stuff make you sick, and that's why you lose weight, because you're sick, and that you shouldn't, have to live in a perpetual state of being sick. I don't feel sick actually right now, and usually I feel pretty darn good on the keto diet. But when I eat high fat, I do get nauseous, and it's like a little dab will do you. I threw out more leftovers the other day when I was cleaning out my refrigerator than I even showed you. And it was just stuff I cooked that I enjoy cooking, but I've got no one else there to eat it with me, and it's good and it's delicious. But shoot, I don't think I eat more than a half a cup of keto friendly food a day. The rest of the time it's all oils and fats dissolved in my butters and my coconut oils and my MCT oil in my coffee. And I really enjoy that. I could just go on a liquid diet, I think, right now. Just be happy putting the butter and the oils in my coffee and heavy whipping cream, and I could live on that. And I listened to a bunch of YouTube videos about why am I not losing weight, why is it not working? And I know there's 1,001 reasons. There's 1,001 things I could be doing wrong. This diet is almost like, I'd like to equate it to all of a sudden having to change your religion. What you were raised to believe and you firmly held in your heart, to have someone come along and say, no. Now you've got to believe hills in the sky and heavens in the ground, and you're just messing with my whole world. And I think it's tough. It's really tough. There's just no definitive guide for this new religion. Diet, lifestyle. Even the English language fails me. Nowadays we need more pronouns instead of he and she and him and her. It's him or he, her, she, he. I'm just me. She, her, me. I don't know. Life's getting pretty complicated, isn't it? Well, at this age, I just said this is an experiment. We're going to try this for 90 days. I started the 12th of last month, and this is the 29th of September. And that is my keto update. No more weight loss. Just struggling along. Not even struggling. Just going along. I will stay with it for the mental effects, because I think if I wasn't feeling calmer and happier, that woman I have to work with would probably be wearing her head underneath her armpit permanently. Not that I wish her any harm. Whatever. Yes, she should be lucky I'm ketoing and in a good mood. Oh, she didn't get me in trouble. Oh, no, she didn't, because the admins know what she is, and, they don't listen to her. I wish she'd figure that out, because they all don't like her either. If they want to fire somebody, they'll use her complaints to do it, but she ain't gonna get anybody that they're okay with. And I work a lot of hours, and I don't make med errors, so they're okay with me. As long as I keep volunteering. I don't know. Sometimes I think I need to find a new profession. Oh yeah, 60 years old. Pick up a new profession. You know, anybody young out there listening? Please, figure out what you want to do when you're young. Go for it, you know? I wished I'd been a conservation agent or worked in the woods, or, you know, I didn't really want to be a veterinarian. I didn't want to work with anything negative. I'd like to have done like archaeology, or that would have been fun. I love digging for rocks and things. And I do plan, if and when I could ever retire, I hope I'm healthy enough that I want to go out and I want to dig for minerals and diamonds and turquoise, and, you know, not that these things are valuable, I just like trying to find them, fossils and things. Loved it when I was a child, and I just, you know, once a man, twice a babe, I want to go be a kid again, rather than having to take care of people all the time. I'm tired of being the one that takes care of everybody else, and I got no one to take care of me, you know. Boo-hoo. Yeah, this is world's tiniest violin, Grandma. Yeah, well, keep your hands on the wheel too, Grandma. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Am I discouraged again? No? Yes? I think mostly no, because there are a lot of people out there that are posting videos. They say, you know, this diet is not for the faint of heart. You know, you've really got to stick with it long term. You know, this is something, it's a lifestyle that you change to and you stay changed. And even though you might just lose weight extremely slow over time, you know, that they say it eventually will work. But then I suppose there haven't been any studies about it working on people who've had half their stomach removed, half their intestines, you know, their gallbladder. I think someone read in one of their vlogs that if you don't have a gallbladder, it won't work at all. And I thought, then what the heck? I am just lost, you know. I guess when I did the Atkins diet before, I did have my gallbladder, come to think of it, and it worked for me. I don't know. Comment below. Do you know if without a gallbladder the keto diet won't work? Have you heard that? Is there any scientific basis to back that up? I mean, I've looked and not found anything so far. Oh well. Don't forget to hit like or subscribe, although this one isn't too likable, is it? Kind of a downer. I'm going to go past the pumpkin patch here. Ooh, they got a bouncy thing. That's what I need. I need a trampoline. A trampoline would cheer me up. Break a hip. So I'm going to let you all go. And you have a beautiful day. I hope you don't have to go to work with a woman that's a total snatchy, snicky, snicker, snatchy. I can't come up with a word for it that's not bad. This is about it. So there you have my vlog. Be good to one another. Be honest. And I will talk to you all later. Love ya.